So today we are going to learn the imaginary lines, and that is the latitudes and the longitudes. So what is a globe? It's a man-made small model of the earth. It spins around the axis. As you see, a top spinning around the right axis. The earth also similarly spins around this axis, and globe is actually the pictorial representation of the earth, which it also spins around its axis. The axis represents an imaginary line on which the earth rotates. Okay? So this imaginary line is called axis. So the points where the axle, is connected to the globe is known as poles. The pole at the top is known as the top pole, and the one at the bottom is known as south pole. North pole, south pole. Okay. The earth is slightly flattened towards the poles. So all the features of the earth are depicted on the globe. Both the poles, longitudes and latitudes, oceans and continents are shown here. A globe represents the earth as a whole. Therefore, a system has to be found out by which we can locate a place on the globe. We do this by drawing lines on the globe. These lines are known as latitudes and longitudes. So, when I talked about here on latitudes and longitudes, you must have been thinking that what are these latitudes and longitudes? You will come to know about it. Now, the horizontal lines that are drawn on the globe are known as latitudes. Okay, all these horizontal lines you see over here. Okay, this one, these are all latitudes. Okay, it divides the earth into two halves. What are they? The northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So, this one at the top is known as the northern hemisphere, and this one at the south is known as the southern hemisphere. The length of the latitude keeps decreasing from the distance of the equator. Okay, the nearer the latitudes are to the pole, the smaller they are. You can see over here the latitudes are the longest over here, and while this is the smallest over there. Okay. As the latitudes are drawn parallel to each other, these are known as parallels of latitude. You can see all of them are going parallelly. So they are known as parallels of latitude. Okay, now let me draw a globe over here. Sorry. Okay, I have drawn a globe over here. Now let me mark some lines over there. Just a minute. You see, I am also marking lines over here. Okay. So which line is greater, this one or this one? Obviously this one, right? Therefore, it's only trying to tell you about that only. So the latitudes at the pole are small as points. Okay, so the North Pole is only 1 point and South Pole is only 1 point. Okay, so these are known as parallel. So they are parallel to each other. Now the latitudes are marked in degree. A total of 180 latitudes are drawn. 90 in the northern hemisphere, 90 in the southern hemisphere. The lines of latitude to the north of equator are give name as 1 degree north to 90 degree north. Similarly, the lines of latitude in the south of the equator are given name as 1 degree south to 90 degree south. Okay, next. The equator is the most important one. You know, it lies at 0 degree. It divides the earth into two halves. The other important ones are Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle. They divide us into zones, okay? Now, what are the heat zones of the earth? The parallels of latitude divide the earth into three heat zones and the amount of heat received from the sun. Sun rays do not fall vertically on all places at the surface of the earth at all times. The regions near the equator are the hottest earth's surface as they get more sun rays, while the regions away from the equator do not get the heat to the same extent as the temperature gradually decreases because the rays of the sun are slanting here. The three heat zones are tropical or torrid zone, temperate zone and the frigid zone. Suppose the sun is over here. Okay, suppose the sun is over here. Okay, and then the earth is over here, and now just check out. Okay. Sun is over here, and so just check out. You will get maximum rays over here, and here you will get slanting rays. So direct rays are more And this part also will get slanted rays. So direct rays are more easier or slanted rays? Obviously direct rays. Okay. So now longitude. The vertical lines are drawn on the globe which are running from the North Pole to the South Pole are known as longitudes or meridians. The center of the 0 degree longitude has been named the prime meridian. It divides the half into two equal halves. What are the Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere? Just like the latitudes. There are 360 lines of longitude, out of which 180 lines are on the east and 180 lines are on the west. Now check over here. Check over here. Here you see many lines, okay, over here. So these are in the east and these are in the west. So this one, the 0 degree divides Earth into two halves. Okay, and therefore these are given names from 1 degree east to 180 degree east and 180 degree west to 180 degree east. Okay, so now next, longitude and time. So the time is not same at all places of the earth. We may have 11 a.m. in our city, think about it, and not 11 a.m. in New York or Sydney or London, okay? So longitude helps us calculate the time of a place. Now central longitude named prime meridian is used to define the universal time and it's a meridian. And the other time zones are also calculated. The prime meridian is also known as the Greenwich meridian or the international meridian. Now please learn out the the differences. Latitudes are horizontal, longitudes are vertical. I showed you. The parallels of latitude are drawn in east-west direction, east to west, and longitudinals are north to south, meridians of longitude. Lengths of the parallels of latitude goes on decreasing towards the poles. The medians of longitude are always equal in length. They converge, okay? They converge at the poles. The parallels of latitude including the equator are 181 in number, 90 in the North Pole and 90 in the South Pole. Okay. And the meridians are 360 number, 180 towards the east and 180 towards the west. You can see. Okay, so latitude helps us to know the temperature of the time. I already told you they are divided into heat zones. And longitude helps us calculate the time. Okay, because the sun is not rising at all places at the same time. We'll learn about it later in class 9. Now what is this geographic grid? Okay. Just a minute. Earth is somewhat like this, okay? And so, what is this geographic grid? The lines of latitude and longitude. This is longitude, this is latitude. Okay? So, they form a geographic grid. So, the grid helps us to locate the place anywhere on the earth. And we might know this latitude and longitude. Because the point at which the two lines intersect, suppose this point, okay? Then will be the location of the place. For example, the latitude of Mumbai is 19 degree north and longitude is 73 degree east. The location of Mumbai will be at the point where the parallel 19 degree and 73 degree intersect each other. I hope you understand. If you didn't, then please let me know. Thank you so much. Goodbye.